Hey, what's up guys, it's Z bringing you a video review of the high-grade Gundam AGE-1 Normal from Mobile Suit Gundam Age. Hi guys, so welcome back to the review, and let's get started off by doing some comparisons. And I also want to talk about this guy's design. So why I like this guy's design so much is because of the idea of taking something retro and classic and modernizing it. And that's what I think they're doing really good with the AGE-1 Normal. You're basically taking a classic or a retro design and making it modern by adding all these tick marks, making it look more appealing, I guess, to newer generations. But a couple of comparisons real quick. So another example of taking something taking something retro and modernizing it is with the O Gundam here. They did that back in 00. Now he doesn't have that many panel lines or tick marks like this guy does, but it's the same idea as taking something retro, taking something classic, and modernizing it for a newer generation. So it makes it more appealing, and also that way. For older fans, it's like, a hint at the classics and stuff like that. So that's really good. That's what I like about the AGE-1 Normal. And now let's just bring this guy in real quick. Now this is not a high grade kit. It's a SCM EX figure, but still same idea. Taking something classic, taking something retro, and modernizing it. Now he doesn't look as classic or retro as his original form. I mean, he's a little bit altered. He's got like a lot of panel lines, a lot of tick marks, and he's redesigned. His body has been redesigned to look more, I guess, fit and more athletic, I suppose. And same thing, same idea with the other two, and that's one of the bigger reasons why I like the AGE-1 Normal. It's appealing to my eyes. It's also at the same time a big hint at the classic, the original Gundam here. Another comparison, real quick, is just a height comparison. So if you have or have not built a Vegan mobile suit or a Vegan high-grade model kit, then here's your quick, here's your quick height comparison there. At least his head is in there, but pretty much you get the idea. These Vegan high grades or these Vegan mobile suits are a lot bigger, and that's what I like about what they've been doing lately with these bad guy designs, is that they're taking them and making them look bigger than the good guys, because it shows. Not only as in the model kit does it make like a great selling model kit because it's bigger and you feel like you get more for your money, but when it comes to like the design wise, like obviously the bad guys look more advanced, they look more stronger, more imposing, and I guess more likable in that sense. But not only that, it just makes the bad guys look like they're not just always getting shot up and like causing explosions in the background. It shows you that the bad guys are capable of causing guys like these to explode too. So. And like I said, as a model kit, it makes for a great selling model kit. Okay, so let's just get like a closer look at this guy real quick. He does come with some stickers, so before I talk about all the details and everything, he does come with stickers. A for the chest, that one goes for the main sensor on the Dodge rifle. There's your eyes, which I used. The forehead A sensor camera thing I used, and the one that goes in the back of his head I used. These two are for his knees. Obviously that's painted. You can easily paint that. It's not even that much of a problem. You can get like a black ink, not a lining marker, but a black, paint Gundam marker. But anyway, for the rest of this guy's details, lots of tick marks, really makes him stand out, makes him look different from all the other designs. But one of the highlights of this model kit, putting him together and building him, was definitely the chest and the head. Part separation, color separation in this model kit, like I mentioned earlier, is really great, and you see that being executed really well, putting the head and the chest together. I remember back then promoting these high grades, these new age high grades that they were talking about, putting together a great looking model kit, but also making it easier for newer fans, I suppose. And that also comes across in the master grades, which I don't have. But for the high grades, it's executed, that whole, I guess, phrase is executed pretty well, especially in the chest. It wasn't too complicated to put together. It's mostly pieces just being sandwiched on top of each other, which isn't really new, but just how simple everything comes together, but it still comes across as really nice looking. This even comes across really well on the advanced grades, regardless of how cheap they are. But just looking at how this high grade comes together, the head and the chest was really impressive. Painted details, you can see the chest is painted obviously, but that's actually, doing that is actually a lot easier than it looks because of the way the parts come together around the chest. Vents on the face have been lined, tick marks mostly. These again have been painted. But pretty much the only other things you need to paint, really, if you really want to, are just small details like underneath the armors and things like that. Other than that, this model kit looks really great out of the box, even if you use the foil stickers. Okay, so now when it comes to this guy's articulation, I really feel like Bandai spoiled us with this one. It's a really great looking model kit. Not only that, you can easily put it together, and it poses really well. So if you got model kits like the high grade O Gundam, or if you're familiar with the posabilities of like high grade double O Gundam, then you're really gonna like this model kit. Double jointed neck, head, so the head can look and move everywhere you want it to. Arms are you can swivel them back and forth like that, and up and down. Arms can go out about that far. Bicep swivel and a nice double jointed bend like that, and a simple ball jointed wrist. This guy does have a double ball joint waist, but I don't think it works as effective as other kits like the high grade O Gundam or the double O Gundam. Sometimes I feel like when I pose this guy, I have to be really careful because otherwise, you know, things like that happen, and it does come off a little too well. So that's one thing you gotta look out for. These side skirts are on those tiny ball joints, but they work pretty well with this model kit. They don't really pop out too much, and I hope these don't pop out even after I just said that, because you know that's what reviews do. Front skirts come molded together, but you can't separate them like I got here. You can actually separate the back skirts too, but I don't see a point in why you would do that. This little piece here, a lot of us always wondered what that was, but it's for the AGE-1 Spallo. This model kit can't really use this. Like, you can't even put the dodge rifle there. You'd probably have to do some kind of customization before you could, but it's really useless with this particular model kit. Now the legs are really great. I have this kind of rule, this kind of standard, that I don't care if the chest is solid or if the arms can't move at all, as long as the legs have all the articulation they can get. And these legs, thankfully, do have that kind of articulation. They'll kick back really far, kick forward really far. Full range of movement, basically. Splits, rotation, basically 2 points of rotation. But yeah, peg there, swivel, you know, here, rotating at the thigh, double jointed knee bend. You have this particular skirt armor that's just like the O Gundam, except it's connected differently. Slightly differently. That's pretty much it. Nice range of movement at the ankles, up, down, wiggling, left, right. So full range of movement at the legs. That's what I really like about this model kit. Like I said, I feel like I'm being spoiled messing around with this model kit, because I can pull off whatever the hell I want to pull off with this model kit. Oh, and the thruster back here moves. That's pretty much it. So lots of movement, lots of articulation for this model kit. Really good. Okay, so now for his accessories, and you guys might be hearing some dogs in the background, so just bear with me, and I do apologize for that. But he does have a shield, nicely nicely put together here, lots of colors. You got a full gray piece under there, which is really nice. Sometimes that's not even painted. So I think there's about 4, 5, maybe 6 pieces that make up the shield. It has a little peg there, which you can rotate. Yeah, well, you can rotate that. And the way it goes on is you have 2 ways to put this on. You can have, and you kind of have to, do you think you have to, oh, I guess you don't. So just pop that off. Normally you can have it off to the side like that. You have a hole, put it on there. And that works too, right? But you can also pop that off and flip it so that the hole is underneath next to his elbow, or underneath the forearm, so you can have the shield slung underneath the arm. So that way, I guess if you want to do like poses where he has the shield held up like that, upside down, so you can get that to happen. So that works pretty well. He also has his dodge rifle, which has the scope I mean not the scope, but the sticker for the scope right there. It does have the secondary handle, So you can do that, and if you want it to look pretty much, I guess, normal, you just pull it off, reattach it so that the scope is on the side like that, and there you go. And the way it goes on is this one's kind of annoying because you always have to pop this off. Yeah, pop that off, and like I said, it does get annoying. Pop it off, put the rifle into his hand, pop it back on, and pop the hand back into its socket. And it works really well because the way the rifle is designed, it just sits there, but it doesn't really allow for too much movement, except for a little bit of left and right wiggle, not so much up and down. That's okay. I mean, it's not really a complaint. It's it does definitely make the rifle a little bit more secure, so that's cool. Whoops. The shield does sit in there really well. It's just that I knocked it off, so don't worry about that. He does also have a nicely detailed alternate hand, just a little manipulator where he's kind of just reaching out. And it's really detailed, actually. If you can check out those details, it's not just the normal like 00 splayed out hand. This is a little bit more aggressive looking, so it's meant for more like I guess if he had like one of the beam sabers in this hand and he had this hand in his left arm. So it looks cool. And, it only comes with this one, unfortunately, but it's still cool. See how detailed it is and how it's changed from what it was in 00 to now, looking like now. And speaking of beam sabers, he does have the 2 beam saber hilts, which you can store in the sides of the side skirts there. Just put them in there. He also comes with 2 of each of these long beam sabers and short beam sabers, so you can have daggers or beam sabers. And they're the flat kinds, like for 00, I suppose. And they just peg in, come out looking like that. I don't know why the camera is coming off kind of blue. Probably has to do with the time of the day, but there you go. And one more little hidden feature, I suppose, about this model kit is the fact that you can take this AGE-1 normal and turn him into AGE-1 flat. Just like that. So there you have it. Really cool model kit. Alright, so overall it's a great model kit. I can't really find anything negative to say about this model kit. It's really great, fun to build from the start. It does offer a lot of interesting build points, like I said, the chest and the head, and it really makes it different and something that's going to be a little bit refreshing for both new and older fans. Posability is great, so if you're an articulation freak just like I am, then you're really going to enjoy this model kit. And if you're into painting and things like that, then this, I believe, is one of those model kits that are going to look great, really great, no matter what color you put them in. So like I said, nothing really bad to say about this model kit except maybe a few annoying parts, but that's just really being nitpicky. But as a build, as a model kit, as something you're going to buy, then I think it's worth it. I really do believe it's worth it. So if you haven't already bought this model kit, check it out if you like. If you definitely like what you've seen, then I really do believe it's worth the purchase. So there you have it. That's my video review for the high grade Gundam AGE-1 normal from Mobile Suit Gundam Age. See you guys, and thanks again, guys, for always sticking around waiting for my videos. I know it take long to put them out, but I do appreciate your patience. So thanks, guys. See you later.